Morning, Mike. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, and you, Sean.
So, what we're going to do is carry on from your last lesson now, and we're going to look at pedestrian crossings and a bit more about the use of your signals.
Right, okay.
Okay. So, if you look at this diagram here, you can see we've got two zebra crossings. Okay. If you cast your mind back a few lessons, can you remember what something else we've dealt with that looks like that?
Crossroads.
Crossroads. Well done.
Oh,
well
right.
remembered.
Yeah.
So, remember how you approach a crossroads? What routine would you use?
Mirror signal manoeuvre, you said, yeah.
Right, that's it. So what we do, we're driving down the road, we identify a pedestrian crossing in front of us.
Right.
And we're going to treat it like a crossroad. So it's mirrors. The signal in this case could be a brake light, or it could also be a hand signal, which I'll go on to a little bit later on in the lesson.
Okay.
Okay. So as we see the crossing, what we're going to do is assess what's going on. So at a zebra crossing, what are we looking out for?
People crossing on the road.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is there anything that forces us to stop or to give way to pedestrians? Or is it something we should do if we can do?
I imagine we should do, yeah.
We should
yeah.
do. So, for example, we've got a pedestrian there running towards there, we're going to be prepared to stop.
Yeah.
And give him priority, yes?
Yep.
So as we approach, we're scanning both sides, making sure we know what's going on in that area. Yeah? Now we've got another zebra crossing here. This time, we've got a central area for the pedestrian to wait. Do you think that's one or two crossings?
I'm not sure. Is it one? No.
It's actually two.
Is it? Oh,
It's
right.
actually two.
Yeah.
Basically, we've got a lady there who's walking across there. Now, if we were that red car
Yeah.
coming towards this direction, once she's got to there and she started walking across, we can, if it's safe, continue. What we
Yeah.
have to be careful of, though, is just in case she turns around and starts to walk back.
Right, yeah,
Yeah?
of course, yeah.
So if we're this blue car, she's walking towards us, so we've got to be prepared to stop
Yeah.
or slow down. Okay? If we have got to stop to allow the pedestrian to cross before we move away, what do you think you're going to do?
Oh, we need to check both sides, don't we?
Both sides? What about looking over our shoulders? Think about this guy here. If we're coming in this direction, he's running up from behind us, isn't he?
Oh, right, yeah, yeah.
So he may just start to run. He might be just in our blind spot.
Yeah.
So you have a quick look to make sure we know what's going on around us. Okay? Other pedestrian crossing we come to. Let's see how good you can remember them. What light control crossings can you tell me about?
Oh, right. Well, there's pelicans, isn't there?
Yes?
Then there's puffins,
Yes?
and I think there's another one at the toucan.
There's two more.
There's
the
two more.
toucan and the equestrian crossing.
Oh, right, not heard of
Okay.
that one.
Equestrian crossings are coming in some areas. We're not going to come across any today.
Right.
What you can do is have a look in your driving essential skills and read up about them. I'll ask you some questions about them in your next lesson.
Right, okay.
Okay? So here we got a pelican and a puffin.
Yeah.
Do you know what the difference is between the two?
Does one of them have sensors on top?
The puffin has sensors on top, but I'm thinking in terms of the lights. Okay. Puffin crossing
Yeah.
has normal traffic light sequence, which is red, steady amber, and then green.
Oh, I see, right.
A pelican goes from red to flashing amber, and then green.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So the flashing amber means you have to give way or give priority to any pedestrians on the crossing. But if there's no one there, you can proceed with caution even on a flashing amber light.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
A puffin, you can't move until the light goes green.
Ah, right.
Just like
yeah.
normal traffic lights.
Yeah, of course, yeah, yeah.
Okay? So, any questions so far about those? Because these are the three main crossings we're going to come across today. Pelicans, puffins, and pelicans. Zebras, sorry. I always get me confused, those a bit confused. All right?
No, they're fine, yeah.
So
yeah.
it's the MSPSL routine, looking both ways, establishing what we're going to do. Do you know what these zigzag markings mean?
You mentioned those before, I think. You can't park on those,
You
can
can't
you?
park, you can't overtake the leading vehicle.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you imagine there's a vehicle parked there, how much are you going to be seeing what's going on the pavement there, the vehicle's parked? You can't, can you?
No, no.
But you're going to find sometimes when we're driving around that people will have parked there, so we have to take additional precautions.
Right, okay.
Okay. If there's someone waiting to cross, you're going to wave them across, do you think?
Well, I'm guessing not, no.
Good guess.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, you have said before, don't wave to people. And
Right.
Is that the same here? Yeah.
It's the same here. What we're going to stop
Yeah.
and allow the pedestrian to make their mind up. Just imagine that if we were to wave them across,
Yeah.
and what we haven't seen is a car that coming tearing up behind us, and the pedestrian's going from there, so that pedestrian can't see that car because where we are. If we say go across in front, whose fault is it if that pedestrian gets hit?
Oh, it's our fault then, isn't
It's
it?
our fault.
Yeah, yeah.
So let the pedestrian make their own mind up.
Okay.
Okay? So when we're approaching a zebra crossing, how do you think we're going to be able to let the pedestrian know that we're slowing down?
The pedestrian, no.
The pedestrian know. Because
No.
following traffic can see our brake lights, can't they?
Yeah, yeah.
But the pedestrian can't see our brake lights.
We can't signal to pedestrians, can we?
What we can do is give some arm signals on the approach.
Oh, right, yeah.
Did you pass your cycling proficiency test?
Yeah, yeah, I've got a badge for that, yeah.
Well done. So
Yeah.
can you remember the arm signals for that?
I think so, yeah.
So what was the arm signal for slowing down?
Sort of up and down like that.
That's it.
Yeah.
Arm out the window and up and down
Yeah.
like that. Left turn
That's circling your
Yes.
arm around, isn't it? Yeah.
and a right turn.
That's just sticking on out the window, isn't it? Then?
Okay.
Yeah.
So those we were going to use as part of the mirror's signal manoeuvre routine, aren't we?
Right, I see. Yeah.
So we can use an arm signal to reinforce any light signals that we're giving.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now the thing about signals is we've got to make sure it's the correct signal.
Mhm.
So we don't give a right turn signal and turn left.
No,
Yeah.
that'd be daft, wouldn't it?
Be
Yeah.
daft. But you're going to see some people do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've got to make sure the signal is given at the correct time. So we don't give the signal too early, where it could be misleading, or we don't give it too late, where it's going to be no use at all.
Right. Okay.
Okay? And there's some other signals we might use if we come across a police officer or someone directing traffic. And that's these at the bottom of the page here. So there's your left turn. That's also a left turn. So that's the hand across the chest. Why do you think we give that signal for left turn rather than that one?
Is it just like two ways you can do it?
It's two ways, but imagine you've got a passenger there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be right across the face, wouldn't it?
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to
wouldn't it? Yeah.
slap your friend in the face, do you?
Not really. No. No. Not really.
Excuse me. And the right turn is the same as it would be here,
Yeah. Yeah.
but the straight ahead here will be your left hand in front of the mirror.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Just straight
Okay.
up. Okay?
Yeah.
So we talked about those basic signals. What other types of signal have we got available to us on a car, do you think?
Oh, we've got these hazard things. Up with the hazard
When
warning
would you
lights,
use those?
Well, if you're being towed, would you?
Not really, no. The hazard
Oh.
lights are for if you're broken down
Right.
and you're
yeah.
causing an obstruction.
Yeah.
Or if you're driving on a high-speed road like a motorway or a dual carriageway and you're having to brake more severely than you would do normally to warn
Yeah.
following traffic. Could be there's been an accident or something ahead of you.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay? So there's hazard lights. What other signals have we got?
We've got my horn onto.
The horn. What's
Yeah.
that used for?
Ah, no, to let other people know that I'm there. That you told
Right,
me
it's
that
the same
before,
as
haven't
flashing headlights, isn't
you?
it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the same signal, just used at different times.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay? So for example, when can't you use the horn as a signal?
Oh, I can't remember the times, but it's like late night till early morning. isn't
11 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what were you doing instead of your horn? What was what signal for you?
Flashing headlights.
Flashing headlights.
Yeah. Right. Of course. Yeah.
Okay. So we got other signals like reversing lights that warn people are reversing.
Yeah.
Fog lamps. When would you use your fog lamps?
When it's foggy.
Yeah. Or visibility is below 100 metres.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that could include heavy spray or falling snow.
Okay.
Okay. The position of the way we put the car on the road. It's another signal, isn't it?
Yeah. I wouldn't have thought of that. That's. Yeah.
You know,
that's
'cause,
good,
you know,
yeah.
we're going down the road. You see an obstruction. You check your mirrors. You can change position. There's a signal.
Oh, right. That's good. Yeah.
Okay. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to go for a drive around. We're going to practice these signals and deal with some pedestrian crossings. So when you're ready, go through your safety checks and we'll drive on.
Right. Okay.
Just confirm what you can see out that mirror for me.
Yeah. See the road right down to the bottom of this van approaching us,
Good.
and yaks in both sides of the road as well.
Good. Okay. Draw mirrors all right for you?
Yeah, they're fine as well. Yeah, I can see down the road on both sides and see a bit of the car.
Good.
All right.
Okay. So when you're ready, Mike, we'll drive on, and I'd like you to take the first road on the right.
Okay.
We're going to give you a signal.
Oh, sorry.
Good look into it before we turn, that's it. Good mirror check coming to the new road. What are you looking for to the new road?
I'll see who's followed me around the corner.
And how close they are behind you.
Yeah.
So we look ahead, we can see we've got parked cars on the left
Yeah.
and a van coming towards us. Do we need to give a signal to pass these parked cars, do you think?
No, I don't think.
No, there's no one there to benefit, is there?
No, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. So looking down the road, what can we see?
There's parked cars and a guy just getting out of a van, isn't there? So
Okay. Just let's check the mirrors and knees back a little bit. So we've got a narrowing here, haven't we?
yeah.
And we've got to anticipate what might be coming towards us. So we've got to give ourselves plenty of time to assess and react.
Okay.
And at the end of this road, I'd like you to turn left. So when are you going to give your signal?
Now.
No, we've got a junction on the left, haven't we?
Oh yeah. Right. Okay.
That's it.
Sorry.
Remember about timing of signals when we give confusion?
Yeah, I did. I just remembered this. You said it then. Yeah.
What type of junction is this? Open or closed?
It's closed, I think, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, that's it. They're going round to the right, aren't they? Remember, we've got to look about not only what we're doing with our own signals,
Yeah.
but think about the signals of other road users as well and what they might mean.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah. So we've got the parked vehicle here. Did you give a signal to go around it?
No.
No. Just check your mirrors, change position, move back in. Well done.
Okay. Thanks.
So what can we see in front of us?
Oh, people are starting to brake, aren't they?
Right.
Traffic slowing down for this bend.
So what are we going to do about that?
Check my mirrors.
Check your mirrors,
Yeah.
know what's behind us.
Yeah.
So that if we need to brake or slow down, like this white van coming out,
Oh yeah. Shouldn't really do that, should he?
you shouldn't do
No.
that, but we've got to anticipate.
Yeah.
And other drivers make mistakes and we have to compensate for them, that's
Yeah.
all. No, it's just just relax.
Bit scary that was, though, wasn't it? You know.
Yeah, but you handle it very well.
Oh right, cheers.
So how much can we see around this bend?
Not very much at all.
So that's it. Give yourself a little bit of time so you have a good look and make sure you know what's there. What are you going to do about this parked car?
Well, I just check my mirrors and slow down.
Yeah. Do you need to signal?
Not really, no.
No. So we now see he's actually parked on the pavement, isn't he?
Isn't it? Yeah.
But it was a potential hazard, which is why we started checking the mirrors.
Yeah.
When we get to the roundabout, I want you to follow the road round to the left, first exit. So as we look at the road in front,
All right.
that's it. How are you going to do with this?
Check my mirrors and slow down.
Good.
That's it, then we'll do it.
Because then, apart from the hazard, we're also given the brake light signal, so it's mirrors, signal. Yes?
Okay, right, yeah.
And when are you going to give your signal to turn left?
Back here now. Yeah.
A little bit further, just go past the entrance. Now we can give the signal. That's it. You've dealt with roundabouts before, so tell me what you're looking for on the approach.
There's traffic coming from the right, I was told. Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
As we come round the corner, tell me what you can see.
Well, there's parked cars and other pedestrian crossing.
Pedestrian
there,
crossing.
Yeah.
Do you know what type it is?
Is it a Pelican?
It's a Pelican crossing.
Oh,
So
lucky
we're going to
guess.
check the mirrors.
Yeah.
He's back on the speed. Keep your speed under control.
Yeah.
Somebody's just pressed the button. We can see the lights illuminated. We can expect those lights to change now. We now hit the hazard.
Yeah.
Check your mirrors. Just watch out for this car in front. They're all out today, aren't they?
Yeah. Dear me.
That's it. Secure the car. Right, when you're ready to drive on. That's it. And again, looking in front, what can we see again?
Another Pelican.
Another
crossing.
Pelican crossing. Is there anybody stood near?
Not that I can see, no.
So we check the mirrors, we scan both sides. Don't accelerate in.
Oh, sorry.
Remember, just in case those lights change, wanting people in constant speed or being prepared to slow down.
Oh, right, okay.
Yes?
Yeah.
That way, if the lights do change, we can stop if necessary.
Oh, I see. I just wanted to get out of the way then, you see.
I know you did, but we've got to think of the terms of safety of the pedestrians.
Yeah.
It's our responsibility to make sure they stay safe.
Right, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, any hazards down this stretch of road that you can see?
Well, there's a big bend here, isn't there?
There's a big bend, but
Yeah.
is it a hazard?
I can see around it now, it's not a bend.
I see.
Not a hazard now, no.
What about these pedestrians? Are they a hazard to us?
If they step off the pavement, yeah.
But they're walking towards us so they can see us, can't they?
That's right, yeah.
Let's match our gear to our speed. Well done. So again, looking down the road, what can we see?
There's a slow sign here, isn't there?
Okay, what does that mean?
Advising you might need to slow down for a bend, is it?
It's telling us a hazard in front which you may need to slow down for.
Okay, yeah.
Like we've got another slow on the road, and there's the bend.
Bend sign, yeah.
As we come round this bend, I want you to tell me what you can see in front of you. Some parked cars on the right.
Right, oh yeah, there's
What else can we see?
a school crossing sign, isn't there?
And there's a zebra there, isn't
Oh
there?
right, yeah, just see it now as I come round
So,
the bend, yeah.
mirror check, constant speed now, check both sides. Is there anybody there?
Nope, nobody
Okay.
there.
So you can check your mirrors then and build your speed back up.
Okay.
Okay? Well done. Now, we're going to come to a set of traffic lights shortly,
Yeah,
where we're going to be turning left.
okay then.
And there's a pedestrian crossing linked to that junction. Okay? And it's what's called a combination light.
Oh,
So it's a
I've seen that.
combined pedestrian crossing and junction. The one that you don't get with those are the zigzag lines painted on the road surface.
Oh right.
Okay? So the traffic lights ahead, I'd like you to turn left. So looking at what's, careful at a signal,
Nearly
what we
did
got in
then.
front, yes,
You nearly signalled then.
you did. What could that signal have meant if you'd given that signal?
Well, that driver might have thought I was turning into that side road there. couldn't
That's
he?
correct. So now he's looked at us, he's coming out anyway, but we've kept the situation safe. Good checks in the junction. Now if we look up ahead, what can we see?
There's a bus lane and then
Right.
there's a pedestrian crossing in there.
Now then, what, has that got a sensor on the top? Yes, it has.
Yes, it has, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's a puffing crossing. We've got a woman stood on the right hand side, so no acceleration, constant speed, just in case those lights change.
Right, okay.
Okay? Again, if we look ahead, another
Another
puffing crossing.
yeah, yeah.
Now we can't see to the left because of the way the bus is positioned. But someone just pressed the button on the right hand side, so it's a mirror check,
Yeah.
and now we can build up speed. And we're going to follow the road ahead in these next two lights.
Yep, okay.
Okay? So which lane do you think we should be in?
The left one should we?
We should be in the left, yes. Now we can cancel that still because we've got an opening on the left, haven't we?
Sorry, yeah.
So again,
Yeah.
that could have misled traffic behind us that were turning into those premises.
There's a lot to remember, isn't there?
There's a lot to
Signals,
remember.
Yeah.
Looks like we're waiting for the buses to go for the bus stop here.
Yeah, yeah. Check it
Good
out.
check, well done.
Wrong gear then.
But you remembered, well done.
Straight ahead, you
Straight ahead, yes please. Now if we look ahead, we've got the bus lane in front.
Yeah.
So check your mirrors, make sure it's safe. Can you give a signal to move out to the right? Yes. Cancel your signal. Then move you back into the left hand lane because it becomes a right turn only. That's it. Don't do those mirror checks before you start applying the brake. And with the mirrors, so you don't roll forward into the pedestrian area and the cycling area.
Oh, sorry about that, yeah.
Yeah. Remember that bit of green with the two stop lines is for cyclists to go in.
Oh, yeah, forgotten about that.
Yeah. What we're going to do when we move away, we want you to pull in or check the next road on the left, and then find someone to pull in for me, please.
Okay.
So can you see where the next road on the left is?
It's
Just after the bus.
Right, okay.
So where are we going to give our signal to turn left?
After we pass the bus. Yeah.
We're not going to pass the bus now, are we? 'Cause he's moving away.
Pull it out, isn't he?
Now we
Yeah.
can signal.
Yeah.
That's it. After you've done the mirror checks, well done. Good check with that mirror before we turned. We would just like to find someone to pull up on the left hand side, the somewhere safe, legal and convenient.
You're okay.
Yeah? There was no one around, so we didn't need to give a signal to pull in, did we?
No.
That's it, just secure the car. Well, then how do you feel about that drive with those pedestrian crossings?
It's different, isn't it?
It's different.
Yeah, it's a
Well, you
lot-
started to
lot-
pick it up, weren't you?
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, a bit of practice, I'll be okay. I think with
Well,
that.
that's what we're going to do now. We're going to go
Great.
the other drive, go through some more pedestrian crossings. This time, I'm going to let you have more of a go on your own.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Okay?
Yeah.